Hello, dear kids. You are studying lesson number 1, our environment. Yesterday, I told you there are many things in our environment. That things are divided into two groups, living things and non-living things. Living things then are of two kinds, plants and animals. Animals reproduce babies. All animals have babies, you know now. Animals move from one place to another. Animals eat food. This all things tells us that animals are living things. See, animals eat food. Now let us see about plant. Here you are able to see a small seedlings which is growing. This small seedlings which is growing shows us that plants are living thing. The things which grow are called living thing. Seedlings are nothing but we can say the baby of the plant also. See, it starts growing. This tells us that plants are living thing. Plants are living thing, but we are not able to see a movement like animals in plants. Plants are not able to move from one place to another, but plants too move. It shows the movement. For example, when a bird blooms into a flower, bird म्हणजे कळी, ज्यावेळेस एक छोटीशी कळी फुलामध्ये रूपांतर होतं, that time it petals open. Okay, but these movements are not easily seen. But plants make movements. So plants also need food. Plants need food. Plants also makes movement, and plants have the seedlings also. So plants are called living thing. Of course, plants do not move from place to place like animals. Plants too move. For example, when a bird blooms into a flower, its petal open. Now see, the roots of plants hold them down on one place, so they are not able to leave their place and move. This is the big difference between plants and animals. The relationship between all things in the environment. In this environment, all things are connected to each other. They are interrelated with each other. In environment, there is water and air. These all things help us to survive. All living things need them. We all need air, water, whatever living things need to survive, they get from the environment. And whatever things we need to survive, from where we get it from environment. Here you can see a little bird, okay, a little sparrow bird who is building the nest. What things she needs to build the nest? She need cotton, twig and thread to build her nest, and this all things she get from her nature, from her surrounding. Okay, you are able to see now the sparrow when she builds her nest. Human beings use so many things from the environment. We human beings also use so many things from environment. All things which we have with us, we get from environment. We get food, we get fruits, okay, all things we get from our environment. See, cotton, wool, silk, all these things we get from our environment. Cotton we get from plant, wool we get from animals fur, okay, and silk also we get from silkworm. So these all things we get from animal. Then with the help of machine we weave cloth. from these things. We make things like mats, basket, paper from materials in our environment. Now next, houses. So there are varieties of houses around us. But do you know how we make house? Yes, we make house with the help of clay, stone, wood. We build houses using these all things. And from where we get these all things? From our environment. Now see, this environment helps to us also, and to it helps to environment also. How? Now wind is blowing, the seed of some plants are scattered म्हणजे पसरणे, scattered by the wind. काही काही झाडांच्या बिया ज्या असतात ना ते वाऱ्यामुळे पसरल्या जातात आणि ज्या वेळेस ते इकडनं तिकडे पसरतात त्यावेळेस त्या सीड्समुळे another plant start growing on the different place. So the nature helps to the plants also. Thus plants too get help from their environment. Living things take many things from the environment. Now, do you know vultures and foxes? Vultures and foxes, they eat the flesh of dead animals. While they do these things, what they do? When they eat the flesh of dead animals, they clean our environment. If the dead animals remain there, it will start stinking. So, these animals, vultures and foxes, eat the flesh of dead animals, and because of that, our environment become clean. Thus, they clean the environment while they satisfy their hunger. Remains of dead animals decay. काही काही वेळेस जे animals जंगलामध्ये मरून पडतात, that animals they start decaying. They mix with the soil, and these decaying particles it get mixed into the soil. The leaves also fall off the tree. झाडावरची पानं पण खाली गळतात. They too rot and get mixed in the soil. ह्या सगळ्या गोष्टी खराब होऊन सॉइलमध्ये मिक्स होतात. They too rot and get mixed in the soil. This make the soil fertile. आणि याच्यामुळे सॉइल कशी होते? सुपीक होते, फर्टाईल होते. So this non-living thing, thus this bring changes in these living things bring changes in non-living things too, and because of these decaying particles of the fallen leaves and animals waste, because of this the soil becomes fertile. Thus living things bring about changes in non-living things too. याच्यामुळे लिव्हिंग थिंग्स जे ॲनिमल्स आणि प्लांट्स आहे यांच्यामुळे नॉन लिव्हिंग थिंग जी सॉईल आहे त्याच्यामध्ये काय झालं आहे? चेंज झाला आहे. सॉईल कशी झाली आहे? सुपीक झाली आहे. त्याच्यामुळे लिव्हिंग थिंग्स चांगले ग्रो होणार आहे, प्लांट्स चांगले ग्रो होणार आहे. सो दिस लिव्हिंग थिंग्स ब्रिंग चेंज इन नॉन लिव्हिंग थिंग्स ऑल्सो. ओके. What we have learned from this lesson? There are many things in our environment. Some of them are living things, some are non-living things. Living things can move on their own. Living things need food. Food helps them to grow. Living things produce young ones like themselves. Living things are of two kinds, plants and animals. Living things get all that they need from their environment. Living things bring about changes in non-living things too. All things in the environment depend upon each other. Always remember point you should always remember. Okay. The needs of all things are fulfilled by things in their environment. Such things should not be allowed to go waste. We must take care that we do not cause harm to the environment. Okay, my dear student, I think you understood the lesson